So what's going on here, fruit lovers? Yes, this is water being pumped out of my property. Let's follow the hose, 100-foot hose, and I had to get a smaller pump than I really wanted. The pumps are rated on horsepower but also on how many gallons per hour they can pump out. And the reason I'm having to do this is, look, around the gate it's just soggy, around here it's soggy, everywhere it's soggy because this new road has affected where the water drains off of the property. All the water's backing up over this side. So I bought this Drummond. Why did I buy this one? Well, I bought it because there's a nice base to it there. You know, there's a base which stops any big bits getting sucked up into the pump. You could, I'll show you something else you could do in a minute, but that pump is not going to fall over. It's got a nice base and it had a nice adapter so I could attach this 100-foot hose on there. Whereas some of the others, they would only take, I'd have to find an adapter and I couldn't wait around. I just had to get on with the pumping now. So as you hear, this very, very quiet. Also bought a whole bunch of cables because I'm gonna have to pump even further afield, in the field. So what else could you do? You could take if you didn't have that filter and you didn't have a good base on it, you can take one of these pickle buckets or contractor buckets, drill some holes in it, and then put some mesh around, like lanai screened enclosure screen, something like that. Nail it or screw it onto the bucket here, but put some holes in here, put some holes in the bottom, and then put the screen around that, and then the pump will suck in the water through that and it won't block up the pump. So that's what you can use these buckets for. But I decided to get the one that already had the filter, or some sort of a filter. Here's some more water. It's all backing up. It's going to end up killing all my seedlings over there. Anywhere left of here is backing up. So I decided, can't wait any longer. Just going to use that small pump. I mean, even the Mexican sunflowers are dying. No big deal. They'll come back, but I don't want all my fruit trees this side dying. There's another swampy area. I'll have to move the pump down here. And all I'll do is I'll just pump it over this side that's a lot drier. I did put some pipes in here. The trouble is, the pipes are only good when it's flooded high. When it's low, the land is so flat here that this last remaining stuff doesn't go into that pipe. Wherever that pipe is, there's a pipe. You can see how high the water table is. These are some ditches I dug, and the water is literally at the top of the right at the top of the soil. So if you dig down here, you find water. There's nowhere for anything to go. This is my worst area. Sugarcane isn't really going to mind the water, but I don't want my apple trees dying. They're already looking a little crinkly. It's all because the house is there too. There's nowhere for this water to go. So this water, the pump's going to have its work cut out with this, but I'm going to have to pump this water over that way towards another ditch. We've got loads of hoses lined up. So this will take a few hours because that, again, gallons per hour. Mosquitoes here. Gallons per hour if the thing does, 2,000 gallons per hour or 4,000 gallons per hour. The 4,001's going to do it twice as quick, isn't it? But probably higher horsepower is going to use up more electricity as well. Anyway, let me get going. If you have to buy a pump, just consider those things. Consider what you're going to attach to it, because they don't really give you great attachments. They don't give you the hoses, and obviously don't give you electrical cords. Make sure you get outside electrical cords that are for outside use. And good luck. Hopefully you don't have the same problem as me. So this looks like it sucks it pretty low down. One other thing, this has an automatic shut off, so I can leave it running whenever I want it, and it will just shut off once it senses that there's no water, and then once water comes back, it switches back on. But I will be moving this to a different location in a minute, because this level's almost done. This area is almost done. All right, see ya. So this area, I come out this morning thinking this would all be gone, and then I thought maybe the pump switched off, but it's still underneath that water, pumping away. Water's still coming out. This has gone down quite a bit, but obviously a whole bunch more water to go. So this has been going at least 12 hours and still got water to pump. Always read the instructions. I did hang the cable out of the water, but it actually says on the instructions not to be used with extension cables. I mean, you wouldn't be able to plug this in, would you? Unless, how would you have some outlet out in your garden, or even if it was in your cellar? Obviously it's probably just a, you know, a CYA for them. But so far I'm pretty pleased. Again, I could have got one that was a much higher gallons per minute, and maybe this would already be gone, but Rome wasn't built in a day, was it? All right, see ya.